Hi, welcome to Monday night live. Couldn't think of what it was called. We're here this evening, and I am going to try to make a Unique in the Creek rose on the new board. I've never used the new board before. They are totally green boards made out of plastic. And they do have the recycle. Let's see if I can get it up there. It's kind of hard. They do have the recycle logo on them. And they say Unique in the Creek and have their uniqueinthecreek.com on them. That's how they make their boards now. I have older boards, but I decided we'd try the new board tonight. You're supposed to use left zip ties and so forth. And I'm making a doubled, what do I want to call it? A doubled petal rose. So I'm instead of cutting by 10 by 9 or 10 by 10, I'm cut 10 by 20, and I'm using 2 rolls of red foil snowball mesh that I picked up, I believe at Joann's. So I will show you how we put that together. I do have my computer up. Thank you, Goose. Appreciate it. I see Goose is here. I'm not really seeing any comments, so if you're in here, let me know. Hi, Billy. I think I said hi already. Yes, please share and give us a like or a love. We appreciate it. Also, let all your friends know I am trying to get my viewership up on YouTube. I only need about 400 and some change people, so we can get to 1,000. When we get to 1,000, then I can monetize, and then I won't bug you again until we get close to 10,000, I promise. Thank you, Billy. But anyway, right now I don't have my space is still in business mode, so let me unbusiness mode it. We're just a little behind tonight, and I was doing real good. I got up at 7 this morning and actually did all my work before 11, which was a good thing, because I usually don't start working till 11. And it's a good thing I did it before 11, because the cable people, I don't know, I heard Facebook went down. But in my neck of the woods, all of my social media and everything went down. My cable went down. I mean, my internet went down, so I was just like, oh, well, too bad. Guess I'll just have to nap. So I had my executive meeting a little earlier, because that's when I lay down and let the voices talk in my head and plan things. And right now we're also working. I opened my new group, Owl's Tech Talk. And what that group is for is to help people that are computer challenged, to help set up their social media pages, such as Facebook, YouTube, a little bit of Etsy. Right now, some of the girls are working on some mini chat stuff that I'm trying to help them with. I do it by paper training, and hopefully soon by video training, because that just hasn't come up yet. I haven't been able to video. As you can hear him upstairs maybe now, I have a small herd of elephants. It's a 2-year-old grandchild upstairs, and he does cardio 24/7. But, so anyway, we'll go ahead and we're going to get started on this flower. This is the new board. And I have pre-put in all but 3 of the zip ties, and I did that so that I could show you. And on these, on the old rose, which I never made one online because we couldn't, and when she let us do the roses online, then they were on these new boards. You use 2 zip ties per fold. Now we're using 1 zip tie per fold, and you do snap them on, you do put the head of them on the front as opposed in the back. And on the new boards, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can, it's kind of hard for me to see. There we go. Each row, and this helps for those that teach the classes. Each row, like 4, 3, or 5, 4, 3, 2, and then this is row 1. And what I didn't remember was to get a string. These holes, which are beveled, are where you put your hanger. So this is the top of your wreath. And you can preload you don't have to, but you can preload and just barely zip on each zip tie. So as soon as you feel it clicking, you stop. Previously, these are 6-inch zip ties at 18 pounds that I finally found on Amazon. When I went back to get more, they weren't there, so I'm not sure. I had them on my affiliate links. I did take them off. But I had been using 4-inch ties. You can do it, but it's very labor intensive because that's all I could find here in town. But like I said, I did find a bag of 1,000 of them. Should hopefully last me a while. I'm going to grab a piece of yarn. So we can get our hanger on there, because putting the hanger on first helps, because once you get all the mesh on, and you just make your hanger however long you want. A lot of people use twine. I just have this yarn here. I have lots of yarn and lots of different colors. Excuse me a moment. You don't need that bell. I'm trying to pick up, Lamba ate one of my ink pens, and there's a lot of plastic on the floor, so I'm just trying to get it out of her reach. She loves my ink pens. So anyway, to do the hanger, these 2 holes that are beveled, you just want to go down through each hole, or up through each hole, I guess it would be, because you want your hanger on the back. Hi, Susan. And I'm not seeing a lot of comments, so if I don't catch your comments, I'm sorry. Laura's there. She'll take care of you. By the way, Laura started a new group called LJ Designers, or LJ's Designers Loft. And if you go to Laura Jean's Wreath Rooms, if you hit the Learn More button, it'll take you so that you can sign up. It is a pay-per-month group, and you can get in on that. She makes some beautiful wreaths. I think she's one of the ultimate designers out there, and she will teach you a lot. She's taught me a lot before she even started her group. She is my business partner, buddy, and my best friend now. So I suggest if you want to learn how to design a wreath, you make that. These boards do come from UTIC in the Creek. I want to keep that there. And you can find them on uniqueinthecreek.com, and soon they will be on amazon.com. I see that. My camera keeps getting moved. I don't know what it is. So anyway, this is going to be my hanger once I get all my mesh on here. Also tonight, when you go to buy, yes, Laura has a very, very bad boo-boo. I told her to go buy new skin. But tonight, if you go to uniqueinthecreek.com and buy any of these boards, and you put in, I believe it's the coupon, I don't know if it says coupon or promotion code, the word, all in capitals, creativity, you will get a 10% discount on your order. Okay, this discount is only good from this live. Please don't share it. So if you're watching the live, you can put creativity on that order, and you'll receive a 10% discount, and that it will be good for a few days. So go get them quick. Alright, we're going to change our camera angle now. We're going to go to the back view. So you may see Michael's knees, but that's okay. We'll do the close one first. So here's our board, and I have put all of these in. You don't want to do the single ones, just the first 4 rows. Right? You're going to do rows 2 through 5. And you're just going to put these in. Now these are teeny weeny heads. I just opened this box, but these are teeny weeny heads. My other ones were bigger heads. They were 4-inch ones. And I do try to make them all go the same way. I go through this hole here, and then up through, maybe, up through the hole on the left. So I go through the right to the left, and then I put this on, and always make sure the flat part is facing down when you put it on, or it's backwards and you'll have to do it again. Oh. And then you just push it till you feel it click a couple of times, and that way it doesn't come apart. And we're going to do that on these 3 remaining holes, and then we're going to work on our petals. This is different from the old board you used to do from the back to the front, and then you would put the zip tie on the petal, and then a zip tie through the petal and onto the board. This one we're just going to use the 1 zip tie on the board. So it saves you zip ties. I believe there are 36 around where the petal mesh goes, and then there's 8 around where the leaves go. You can put leaves all over. I'm not going to. I'm going to make this like a Christmas themed rose. I'm going to try to sell it at my show Saturday. So that what I'm doing is I'm going to put pine. I have some pine picks over here covered up with my blanket because Lambda kept taking them and eating them. Because she loves Mama's decorations. Alright. So what we do is we have a 10 by 20 piece of mesh. Michael cut all these for me, bless his heart. And what I do is I cut them out a day or 2 before, and then I just spread them out like this and set something on them so that they stay, hi Linda, so that they stay more flat than rolled. So you take your 10 by 20 piece of mesh, we're going to fold it in half, and it does take more. If you use 10 by 9, you can do it with 1 roll. However, like I said, I like the double ones. I did not find this in 21 inch, or I would have used 21 inch rolls and cut the 21 by 9 to 10 inches. Then you're going to fold it in half, corner to corner. And then you're just going to gather up. Well, let's see, how far up do I gather? That's about 3 inches up. So maybe actually you want to do about 2 inches up, 2.5. And so you have something that looks like this. I like to double it because some mesh is really thin, and when I do the single ones, it's just too thin for me. I like the double look. So you can do this in a 10 by 10 or 10 by 9 petal. Then you're just going to slip it down through one of your zip ties with the end pointing out towards you. And I don't have good hand grip, and these are kind of thin. I'm just going to grab it, and I'm going to zip it down, and I'm going to zip it tight over towards the hole. Michael, I need the snips. Did you have them? I have to get my cutters, because you're going to want to cut off this long piece right here. Alright, so I have a request out for my clamps, or my cutters. I don't know why I call them clamps. Because what you're going to do is this is going to turn up, and it's going to fold around like this. And these 4 here in the center, these 4 are going to what's going to make around this, your butt in the middle. Alright, we'll just use these scissors for now. And I'm talking up end, and I hate that. That's from years of doing telemarketing. You can't get them very close with that, so I don't like that, but that's alright. You can cut these off if they irritate you, but the other mesh should cover it, so we only have to cut when we get down here to the edge. So we'll just keep going around. We're going to do 4 pieces in the middle. Hopefully one at a time here. I grabbed all 4 at once. I'm just going to fold it in half, so that you fold it in half, and it's like using a 10 by 10 piece. So if you had a 10 by 10 piece, you'd just have 1 piece just like this size. You just do corner to corner, a couple inches up, push it, go to your next one on that same circle. You want to put it toward you, then pull your zip tie tight. I don't know why this one is broken. This one doesn't have any zippies on it. I need another zip tie tape. Thank goodness for Michael's help tonight, huh? I'm almost convinced him to get on camera. I haven't yet. He is excited. He has been making some wreaths. He does the hats. He does the candy canes. He did a Sippy the Snowman. And at the shows that we've been doing every weekend, he actually has been selling better than I have. So he thinks he's hot stuff. But he does a good job. I will say that. So I have to give him credit. I just have to get him more confident in what he's doing. Yeah. Little man is upstairs doing some cardio right now and screaming. So if you hear horses, I call them horses or elephants galloping. Or if you hear screaming, that's my little guy upstairs, Ryder, having a good time doing his cardios and whatnot.
Oh, he's colors for you.
Okay, so I've gotten a pair of big old, I won't say the word I wanted to use because Facebook would probably kick me off. Big old cutters because someone borrowed my little cutters earlier and did not bring them back. He does that to all my stuff. However, I did buy us both a pair of Betty Crocker scissors from the Dollar Tree, and I've ended up with both of those. So maybe that was for payment for the one for my clips that he got for me, or took from me. My wire cutters, I should say. And you know, you can do these. These are easy. You can do them. I've heard Lori from Unique in the Creek talk about how she does them in her car. You can do them at your craft shows. You know, if you're pre-cut and you're just putting together the basic rows, you can just take this with you and do it while you're there. Maybe even sell it. Who knows? Sometimes I do use glue on them. This one I'm not planning on doing that tonight. I'm gonna just sometimes in the middle too. I did on the boards. Like I said, I have not worked. This is the first time I've worked with the plastic board and only the one zip tie. I always seem to do things first time with you guys. I don't know why. I guess because I don't know. I guess I just like to do that because then if I mess up, you can see me mess up. And you've got to try it too, right? So you might as well see what happens with me with trying new things. Mike is actually on his computer now. He's supposed to be finishing a second Sippy the Snowman for the show this week. But he hasn't done that yet, so I'll jump on him tomorrow. We've still got a few days. It's not till Saturday. We will be at the Jingle Bell Craft Show at Bell Elementary in Papillion, Nebraska. It's on Reed Street. That's all I know, because I'm not. We stay in Bellevue. We don't go to Omaha much, or we do go to Papillion quite a bit because that's where most of the shopping in the mall is. But other than that, we don't venture out too often. I don't care for downtown driving. I'm a city girl or a country girl at heart. So anyway, we will be at Bell Elementary 9 to 3 this Saturday. So if you're in the area, you want to come by and say hi, we appreciate it, because lately there hasn't been anybody coming to the shows, and it kind of gets boring. So what we're going to do now, after you get your first ones on, you're going to take, and you're just going to kind of, you know, make them into a circle until you're happy with it. And, you know, and like I said, if they don't stay where you want, you can use a dab of hot glue. I actually have some JB Super Weld here by me. I also have DAP Rapid Fuse. I get off of, I couldn't find it in town, so I get it off of Amazon. I do have Amazon links on my page. You can order through them. At this time, I don't really think it's helping me because I don't have my 1,000 viewers on Facebook, I mean on YouTube. But someday it will. But it helps me keep my account open. They've already tried to close it once because nobody ordered. But I think we're good for now. But those are the items that I do use. Some of them are similar to Laura's items. So you can go on her page and find her associate links or affiliate links. She is monetized. And it gives her a change to buy her now and later. So it saves me money because I don't have to. So I'm just going to kind of move these around and tuck them. Also, I don't know if it's this week or next week, Unique in the Creek is coming out with a smaller board. This is a 16-inch board. Well, it doesn't say 16-inch. Maybe I'm lying. I thought she said they were 16. Anyway, they're coming out with a board that's a little bit smaller. And if you go to her website or Facebook, you will see that, because she made 2 of the buffalo plaid that are on the 2 different boards, so she could show you the difference in sizes. So you can get a smaller one. However, the depth, because these are deep, and if you do put them on your front door, they will smash down, but they still look fine. Because I had one on my door forever, and then just took it off to put on Halloween, and unfortunately haven't figured out that I should put on a fall one yet. But I will get to that. I have to get to that, and I do my son's house, and I need to go get him one too, because he still has Halloween on his too. His neighbor will be complaining. So you just go in the back of the hole, pull it to the front. Are y'all just quiet tonight, or am I just not seeing the comments? I don't know, because I have OBS up on my computer, and I'm trying to watch it on my laptop, and I'm not getting anything, so I am sorry for not answering comments or replying to you. I appreciate everybody being here. You want to make sure those are tight, because you don't want that to come out. And I just snip these as I go, so I don't forget to snip them later. And the highlight with doing it with the heads on the top is the fact that you don't have to worry about the backside scratching a door, and the back will be a more finished look. Now we make, I make this rose. I also make a sunflower. I'm getting ready. We'll probably do that next week. I have a custom flower to make like the sunflower. And then there are other types. They have a poppy, a zinnia, I think a mum. She has several different types. Then we have our character boards like Sippy the Snowman, Jack-O-Lantern, which I've made online. And are those the only character ones? No, I did Ina Fields, which was the Scarecrow lady. And Ina's been sold. Jack is in my personal collection because I think he needs more mesh. And Sippy sold. So there are over 25 different digital centers you can put in. They have different digital centers for Christmas, all holidays. I just haven't been able to get to the UPS store. Okay, what would the question be? Laura, I'm getting no comments at all. So if you give me the question, I will be more than happy to answer. You're going to have to message me though, hon. For some reason, my iPad just does not want to give me any question. Michael, there has got to be a better pair of something to cut this stuff with. These are horrendous. It's what happens when you take my good tools and run off with them.
Maybe they're in the bag. We left them in the bag. In the throw.
No, you used them today, darling, remember?
I have not.
Hi, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can get it.
Probably in the bag.
Let me do this real quick. Maybe, just maybe.
You know, those white scissors work pretty good.
I can't get close enough. I'm going to see.
Let's see if I can find a pair.
Actually, I am just tucking the ends of these just around. Now, I have seen them use rubber bands, and I have seen them use string to tie the first middle portion around. However, before I would put some glue, a dab of glue in the middle, and stick it in. And these are cut 10 by 20 because I wanted to double it. Thank you, Melody. I did want to double it so that I could tell, or so that I couldn't see the board. I like the double better. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to see if I can get. Oh, jeez. So that I could. All right. Hey, maybe. Hi, Arlene, Mindy, and 4 other people who's here watching with me. I can't see. Hi, Suzanne. I put it up. If we have any problem with the filming, I'll have to go back. I'm not looking at the OBS screen now. I'm actually looking at Facebook. Because my pad has decided that it does not want to give me comments. The one thing you might have trouble with is that mesh does stick to itself and it wants to fray, but now, interestingly enough, when we do the sunflower type flower next week, I'm going to be using premium mesh. That's a gold foil. So I like the mesh. It's hard to explain. This is more of a, deco-y. The gold foil is more of like, what do I want to say? I used it once at Halloween, so it's a thicker mesh. Hi, Patricia. Hope you're doing good today, hon. We're going to see if I have never done OBS where I did not watch the OBS screen as opposed to watching Facebook, but it looks like we have to do that. Okay, we'll try those. Guess who's going out tomorrow to Menards, not Dollar Tree, and buying me an excellent set of clippers. He's trying to tell me they're out in the car. I'm trying to tell him, no, I saw him use them today, so we'll see who wins the fight later, right? Otherwise, if they're not in my car, I'm getting a new pair of snips or wire cutters tomorrow, and he's buying them for me because he lost them. Mesh sticking to me. Anyway, hi, Gail. Yes. You can always watch the replay. The replay will be here. These are worse. The replay will be on here, and I will transfer it over to YouTube. Which, Laura, do you got my YouTube channel there handy? But I'll transfer it over onto YouTube after I do a little floof into it. The video, that is. Hi, Pam. And so that should be up by tomorrow. It takes a little bit. I was hoping to record tonight. I don't know what's going on. I probably should have shut my computer down and brought it back up. But I didn't, so I guess we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way where it takes us a couple of extra hours, but that's all right. I am a computer geek. That's what I do, too. That's my other job, guys. Like I said, Al's Tech Talk. It is it is a part of the Creativewreaths and Flower business. And I do beginning social network paging, or social network pages, Facebook, YouTube. Right now I might do a little bit of Etsy. I won't say I'm anywhere near a perfectionist on Etsy, but I can help you get it set up. I don't really do the business portion right now, but what I do is show you and help you, walk you through how to do it. Or some of the business groups, they just kind of give you, they tell you, but I'll go over it one-on-one with you if I have to help you get on and get it set up. That group is $14.99 a month, and if you go to our business page, Creativewreaths and Flowers, and hit Learn More, then it will take you right to the PayPal link where you will pay. Once you pay, I will allow you in the group, and we do calls every Thursday, face-to-face calls with the group, where I will answer questions, do small, I'll do training, but I'll do like small helps. But I like to build you training in PDF format for you to have on paper. And hopefully eventually I will get the videos made. If you can hear the noise from upstairs, I sometimes, that's why I'm an owl, I can't do things until, I don't do things until late at night because that's when life is quiet here. There's no heavy foot, well, I have a small window, but anyway. Yeah, we're gonna, after we get the second row on, we're working now on row 4. Row 5 is the beginning row in the middle. Now we're gonna go around and we're gonna put all our mesh on row 4, and then I'll show you how we shape all of the petals to make them into the rose form. I don't do that until I have all the mesh on that ring. You could do it as you go, And like I said, if you have problems with it staying where you want to, you can put a dab of glue. Hot glue burns, and I tend to know how to do that very well. So, I try to stick with Dap Rapid, or I have found that JB Weld seems to look really nice. I'm thinking about getting some JB Weld and 2-part epoxy. I want to make some floating teacups. And I'm just afraid none of these glues are going to hold it, and the teacup is going to fall off. You use a bent fork, and I'm afraid it's going to crash and burn. And it's okay if you crash and burn it once you buy it, but I don't want it to crash and burn because it came unglued, because that's not good. Okay, we've got one more on this row, and I've tried to count these several times, and I do believe for the mesh for the petals there are 36 of them. That is why when they normally tell you to cut them 10 by 9 is so that you can get all the mesh you need out of one roll. 10 by 10 would only garner you, what, 35 petals, and I do believe it takes 36. So if you make it 10 by 9, you should have enough petals. I like 10 by 10. I like working with it because of the symmetrics of it, so, you know, and so I just usually use a little bit more than one roll. On this one I'm using 2 rolls because I'm doubling the petals, because I like that look better. So I like to make actually the 21-inch ones as opposed to the 10-inch. Now when I make the one with the premium mesh, I will only have to cut it, and it's a different fold because it's a flat fold, but I'll only have to cut it one piece. Alright, so now we have, it looks like a hot mess. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm going to just pick a petal, and we'll pick this one. And then what I do is I take this. I'm lagging, so I have to take this down, guys. Okay. What you're going to do, I've got to take your comments down from it so I can see. And I'm just pulling these are on the, and I'm tucking them there. And you can rearrange these later, but I'm just making sure that I'm tucking these in as I go around to form them however you want them to look. It's basically at this point when you tuck, so you're going to tuck your in. At this point it's artistic preference. You just kind of tuck and go, and you shape it the way you feel that it looks best. And the reason I say most of the time when I do the double mesh, I use 21 inches because then it takes less mesh. Like I took 2 rolls of this on a 21-inch roll. I do believe you can get, because if you cut them at 9, you can get all your petals out of it, and then you can just use 1 roll. But after each row, I just go through, and then, you know, I've done this several different ways. I've been experimenting with them. And, this one here. So you just kind of tuck them in so they stay. Your next row, the only ones that probably absolutely need to be glued is if you had any problems with the middle, and then your outer row here. Because sometimes there's not anything to hold it. So, but yeah, you just kind of, you want to make sure that you shape it. And this one, the reason I'm using the mesh is because I needed one. I mean, roses are nice, but you think of them more in the spring, up through the fall, but not at Christmas. But I wanted to do one that was Christmas themed. So I saw this at Joann's, so I bought this mesh at Joann's. And then I watched Lori from UTIC and the Creek make one, and she used pine instead of leaves, the green mesh for leaves. She actually used some pine, so I told Mike, go check out what we've got in pine. And then fray doesn't matter much on these because with the tucking you really don't see it. Okay. But see, I just tucked this. Now this one will stay better later because I'll have another row of the mesh on. Okay, and this center doesn't look too bad. You can go in and mess with it and play with it. On the other boards that I was doing, the center, the white center would show through, but with the way these holes are arranged, and I started without the 4 holes in the middle. The original boards did not have that, so it's a rather new. But you just kind of, you're gonna sit and you're just gonna actually probably foof it or play with it. So right now, this is what our rows is looking like. We've had 2 rows on. We've got 1 more row of mesh to put on it. I mean, from start to finish, these may take a little bit, but once you get the mesh cut, which I didn't do, Michael did, so that, thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
And so that took a lot of it out, a lot of the time out. We're becoming a team. I tried to tell him I pay him enough for, with dark chocolate raisinets that, I'm sorry, they're playing upstairs. Oh, actually, we have 2 rows to do. I missed that one. Ooh. Mercy, I almost made a bigger, huh? Anyway, I pay him enough that he can do my cutting. And he's actually a good, he might even be a bit better wreath maker than I am, to tell you the truth. But then I'm a better computer person than he is. So maybe that's the thing. He is very good. He doesn't think he is. I have been trying to convince him to do things and help me and sit on my couch. We may have to rearrange. Forgot what I was doing. We may have to rearrange our area. I'm over by windows. Would you do me a favor? Would you please go up there and ask him to quit screaming? Sorry. But we may rearrange our area so that I'm not by the windows because it seems to be very cold over here. And Mike seems to get hot and he wants to turn a fan on, and I'm like yelling at him sitting here in my sweats and my socks. And this morning I had on gloves because my fingers were told, and thank goodness I have touchscreen gloves so I can still run my electronics. And so I was like, yeah, dudes, I think we're gonna have to rearrange, but I don't know, small spot, got things that are kind of in their spot that can't move, so it will be interesting. I should get Laura. I should fly Laura out here because she's good at rearranging. She rearranges all the time, so I bet you she could figure out something. I forgot to do this. Oh no. There we go. Sorry. No, it's irritating me, Laura. You may think it's fine, but it's not. It's irritating me. I work 1 night a week. They can be quiet. If that's what you're talking about. So anyway, I've decided, I saw one of my friends tagged me in a photo that said Cheryl's getting her she shed, but they spelled Cheryl wrong. And he said, yeah, I wish that was me. And I looked at it and I go, you know, I could live in that she shed and still have a craft room. So I was thinking about it. But then I'd have to buy a lot to put it on because I can't put it in my backyard. So, well, I'm glad, Melody, but I do. And it's the point. Because, you know, well, it's just the point. We won't go there. Better not to. If it was Ryder, it doesn't bother me, but it's not Ryder, so it does. That makes sense? Because Ryder can do nothing wrong in my eyes, you know. He's Grandma's baby. Got him to say Sean. I haven't got him to say Laura yet, but I'm working on it. I have to teach him how to say Laura, because if he's on my phone and she happens to call, guess what? He'll answer. So, he likes to use my phone and watch All Now. So, does anybody have any questions at this point? Because I just flipped back over to my screen where I can see the comments. Like I said, I didn't realize I could do that. I always worry a little bit when I'm running an OBS program in the background if I can get off of it or if I need to stay on that screen. But I thought, well, the iPad's not really working, so we'll give this a shot. I'm going to put these over here by me. Well, at least you have a whole dining room table, Cecilia. I have a 2x4 folding table in front of me. And that's all I got. And then this is where Michael resides. This is Michael's man cave. Whoops. I got to go back to OBS to see what I'm doing here. Sorry, guys. Oops. Why does it all downsize? My goodness. Melissa Kerr was on here. She'd be having a heyday. Anyway, that's Mike's man cave. You can see his feet. He's pushed his chair back. That's the other side of the wall. That's it. That's what I have for room. Then over here, you can see our TV. That's storage, and then there's a 21-inch storage also by me. So that's it. That's our man cave, our she shed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to
buy our house someday.
Man cave, she shed, living room, family room, eating area. The kids have the bigger portion of the house upstairs. The upstairs has a family room, living room, dining room, kitchen, 3 bedrooms, a full bath, and then a what do they call it, 3/4 bath. It has a shower, no tub. So they have the bigger portion of the house upstairs. But we were living in our 22-foot RV, though, at one time, too, so it is bigger than that, thank goodness. I mean, I love Michael, but there are some days when that's just too close. You got to have some room to breathe. Why do I get these upside down? I'm really mad that my wire cutters are missing. I love my little wire cutters. I was so pleased to see that on Laura's... I'm sorry, guys. I'm hitting the cord. Let me move it. Maybe if I put it up this way. I don't mean to hit it. That's kind of Jimmy rigged. It's on a back scratcher. That is attached to a shelf behind me. I mean, we do some good redneck fixes around here. In fact, even before I started the business, when I would, like, tag it, if we were at home, it's called Renaud's Redneck Manor. Because, yeah, we have a lot of good redneck fixes here. But they work. And we're good at it. So, and we're happy. And that's the best thing, is to be happy. Be happy. Whoops. Now, why is it doing that? I'm trying to get you guys back up. There we go. I was trying to get you back up on the thing so I could see comments. And that just wasn't working out for me there for a minute. Everybody kept going away on both one. Thank you, Laura. So anyway, as I said, Laura, did you post your group? If you're looking for a good designers group, LJ's Designers Loft is out there. My best friend, buddy, biz buddy, partner, Laura Jean, who makes the most wonderful large wreaths. I love them. They're some of the best wreaths I've seen. And she is out there in her group teaching you how to do the most wonderful designs. And let me tell you guys, she's really good. She's so much better. Thank you. She's so much better than me. She has helped me before she started her group. So it's a trade-off. She helps me be more color coordinated, and I help her get things on the computer when she can. So, but if you go join her group for $15 a month, she does a couple of lives during the week. and helps you with your questions and shows you how what technique she uses and how she finds her wreaths. And I'm not impressed. This is the second one of these I've gotten. It's on the right way, but there are no grooves in it. What do I expect? I think they would know. I can't really complain though, because I actually get a lot of these. I've bought these from Dollar Tree, and I have the same issue with them not having the grooves on them. So I love making the UITC boards though. It's more my speed. I'm not a real big ribbon person. So ribbons hate me. They still hate me. They hate me almost a year later. I'm not a good bow maker, even with the Easy Bow, the Pro Bow, the Bow Dabra. In fact, the Bow Dabra I only use to hold items like ruffles, rolls, and my bills when I pay them. Because, yeah, that did not work out for me at all. I am getting into the Easy Bow. I do use the Pro Bow. I can make a nice bow out of the Pro Bow. It's just so difficult and takes so much time and effort. But the Easy Bow, I did one. I don't know that it was any better. The bow was any better or any worse. But, yeah. So I don't do wreaths with mini bows because I just don't do them well. Take a lot of practice for me. Laura makes fantastic terry bows and other bows she does really well. She uses cheater bows, but I tell you what, sorry guys, that girl can put a terry bow together like you can't believe. So hi Judy, sorry, I did hit the thing. These boards that I'm working with right now come from uniqueinthecreek.com. They have them on their site, and they are coming to Amazon this week, I believe. They are working with Amazon, and I'm not sure. I thought they were supposed to go on sale this week through Amazon, but you can get them directly through Unique in the Creek. And like I said, if you go there in the next couple of days, when you check out, if you were on this live and you heard me say, put in the word in all capital letters, creativity, you will receive a 10% discount on your order. So if you have any problems with that, you can message us at Creativewreathsandflowers, and I will help you get that figured out. I'm an affiliate of Unique in the Creek. I've been on board since they started the program. And I love Lori, Dave, and Tanya. They're great people. Michelle from Monkey Creations. They're all wonderful. They do a lot. And but I love these. And they're simple. They're good for a beginner. So I'm going around now. I do believe I've gotten... Now, if you don't know if you've gotten all of your zip ties done, what you can do is you can take your board and you can flip it over. And the ones I have done, as you can see, these are still, I can tell which ones I've pulled tight. So if there's one here that's not pulled tight, then I've missed one. But I've got them all filled. So now we're going to go in and tuck our ends under. And like I said, if it makes you feel better when you first start doing it, I used to, you can put a dab of glue to hold it down there. It's a little difficult to get down there in all the mesh. I was using hot glue and a popsicle stick because you will burn your... I burned myself. I even had finger protectors on, but I would find the one finger that didn't have the protector on and use it. Don't ask. It's just me. Kind of like Laura snipping off the end of her finger. So, but those are the crafter's nightmares, burns and things cut. Laura's also pretty bad about shoving herself with wire. She has to be careful with that. I keep telling her to put Band-Aids in her toolkit. But, yes, thank you everyone for the love. But if you are a new crafter or you just want to make some for yourself, like I said, they have several different kinds. You can also visit them on uniqueinthecreek.com or Unique in the Creek on YouTube. And Lori and Dave do several different things. They have a board Christmas tree. A lot of people seem to like those because they are flat and they're not as large as the ones like Laura does, which are beautiful and I would rather have, but some people don't have the space for them. And these will fit on a wall, or not a wall, on the door without being squished at all. Now the rose will squish because the way I make them very poofy. But even when they get squished by your front door, they don't look bad. They just kind of flatten out some. But you can always hang it on the outside of your door, which I had never thought about. Hanging it on the outside of my glass storm door. They can be sprayed. You can always spray them with Krylon sealer. I buy Krylon UV sealer, actually, and it helps them to be more protected from the sun, and a lot of people to do it to stop the fray. It will help them weather better. So depending on how long you want it, how you feel about it. I have some wreaths that I did not spray, but I do believe I did spray the big snowflake, which I'll be getting out soon and taking a picture of, and I will make one of those on live because I've had people ask before. You want to make sure when you do this, though, you want to make sure that it does sit down so you cover the outside edge of the board. That's one of my problems. I get them tucked in here and get them up so high that I kind of have to pull them out and kind of loosen them up a little bit afterwards. I do everything kind of tight except my bows, which I don't do tight enough. So there you go. But you can always go in, tuck and rearrange and do whatever you need to do until you're happy with it. There's no problem with that. It's just like with your ribbons on your wreaths. You just I like the word manipulate. Hi Joanne, how are you this evening? Can you get them on Amazon now? The thing is if you order tonight, or if you order with my code Creativity, that is only going to work on the Unique in the Creek website. So to get that 10% discount, you're only going to be able to use that on their actual website. Judy, for me, using a hot glue gun, I'm surprised the family still lets me have it. You know, they have grounded me from everything else. I will be melting the mesh, and maybe I'll do just a small tutorial that I don't do live, because when I do the next flower, thank you, Patricia. When I do the next flower, that's the custom order, I want all the edges sealed. So I will be using my plastic bag sealer to seal the edges on the mesh so I don't have fray, because the petals on the sunflower mesh, I use the Dean Michaels fold method when I made mine, and instead of turning the two up, anyway, I'll show you when we get there. It's kind of hard to explain. Actually, I did do that sunflower online, but you can actually, when I seal them, it cuts down on so much fray, they look so much nicer. And this is going to be for a 50th anniversary for the lady that's ordering it, and I want it to be beautiful, so I will put the extra energy into it so that she can have a very nice flower for her 50th anniversary. And I'm kind of honored that she asked me to make it. I was kind of freaked out, so. But we do those custom orders, and let me tell you what, I put some time and love into them, as you can tell. These, like I said, these really aren't hard. It's just a little, I'm taking my time and talking too. I could be doing something like, you can do these while you watch TV, you know, I mean, it's not as, they're not as labor intense as, maybe doing some other kind of wreath. Because it's kind of, you just kind of go. I know Lori says when she does it on Unique in the Creek that she actually puts a movie on. So just think, I could be making a rose for Christmas, watching the Hallmark Channel, and whatever Christmas movie was on at the time. However, one movie I don't watch, which I get a lot of flack for, is The Christmas Story. I think it's ridiculous that TBS runs it 24 hours. And my favorite movie in the world, and I could watch it for 24 hours in one day, is White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. So, in fact, I even went and bought it because I thought I would not get to see it on TV anymore, because you know how they get. But I always have been able to. But I do have it on DVD. I had it on VHS. When DVDs came out, I went out and got it on DVD, because that is one show I will watch over and over that brings me very good memories. So, other than that, I watch the Christmas specials on TV, mostly if there's children around. And that's about it. I'll listen to Christmas music. But I like the decorations. I'm kind of disappointed we don't have enough room to put up a tree and do stuff. But I do go over to my son's house and I put a tree up there. I will end up putting a tree upstairs probably. We'll see. I think we're going to be at Sean's maybe for Thanksgiving. I'm trying to convince him to let me come there to cook. He has a couple roommates, and I don't know if they'll be there or not. And I said, I'll just come over and I'll cook it all here at your house. See, then the mess is at his house, and I can just leave and not clean it up, right? Which one, the Christmas Story melody or the White Christmas? But, yeah, so anyway, why? Hang on. Oh no, I must have hit the camera. See, that's what happens when I'm not sitting. That's what happens when I'm not on the OBS. There we go. You guys didn't want to see my shoulder? Oh my goodness. I'm heartbroken. Somebody just sent me something with an attachment, so I don't know if you said something else, Laura, or not. I can't believe you guys didn't want to see my shoulder or my big head. I'm so depressed. Usually my big head is what's in the way. Now, if you want, while you're making this, you can tuck as you go. And you might have to as you get further out, you know. It might be easier to... You do want to make sure, though, that they do fold over so they cover the edge of your board. You know, I don't even know if we have the Hallmark Channel. Here's my little story. So we had full cable. And when Melinda and Nick moved upstairs and we went to Florida to winter, and I thought they were going to buy our house, I turned the cable package over to Melinda. She took my account because it saved her money. Well, she was in a deal till October, and she decided they were charging us way too much for what we had. I'm like, that's cool. She said, so I'm going to cut cable altogether and you can just stream. Pardon me, because I have direct now. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Yeah, well, she found out that wasn't the best plan, because between everybody streaming TV and me doing my business, we were using up way too much bandwidth. Or our gigabytes weren't going to be enough anyway. It's going to end up costing us way more. So she decided, she went back and talked to him. So she decided she was going to get basic, expanded, I don't know, some kind of cable. And instead of having a DVR this time, I got a mini box, which is fine because we never watched what we recorded on the DVR, and we hardly ever used it. They're live now on Amazon? Okay, thank you. So anyway, Sorry, guys. I have got to figure out how to do that without hitting that cord. I'm so sorry. So anyway, I don't even know if I have the Hallmark channel because first my little box didn't work right, and then we were on the phone forever, and then the little cable lady was talking to us last night, and then I finally got signal down here on my little mini box, but Melinda can't get it on her Cox Contour box or something. I just really don't know what the problem is. I think they're a little crazy, but whatever. So I haven't found out yet if I get the Hallmark channel or not. I'm sure I do. I get Pop. I know that's not Hallmark, but I know I get that one. Because when I first set up the box, I got everything but local. I'm like, no, I need local channels. You know, I didn't get any of the HD locals, or I didn't even get the actual 3 channels we used to get in the dark ages with an antenna. I'm like, guys, I need to know what's going on in town. I'm going to tuck some of these in because they're kind of starting to stick together. I am very pleased tonight that with this new board, I seem to be either being looser with my mesh or, I don't know, it's covering the board more, and that makes me happy. People that send me messages when I don't know what they're in reference to really kind of freak me out sometimes. But I guess I'll figure it out later, right? Oh, my nose is running. Sorry, guys.
It's right there.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna get one. I won't blow my nose on TV or TV on film because I sound like an elephant. I've never been able to blow my nose quietly. Just let it rip. And don't mean gas, I mean my nose. Yeah, I am very, very pleased, actually. So excited. Very pleased. My other boards, because I was always kind of trying to rearrange and smash them so that they would cover the outside of the board, I was painting the boards the color of the flower so that it would hide it more. I made a blue one and a blue ombre, and I painted the board blue. That is a single mesh. Then I made the pink one. It has leaves on 2 sides, and I painted its board pink, and I really didn't need to because that's when I started doubling the mesh. But it's a pink ombre, and so that's one of my that's one I showcase because, in fact, that's the one that was on the picture of this to tell you I was going live tonight. It's that pink ombre one. I kind of think that it turned out really nice. I really liked it. So, I have to ask this question because it just popped up into my head. Thank you, guys. Does anybody ever buy anything through Oriental Trading Company? Offline? Well, I mean, they're only online, actually. Hi, Barbara. Well, that's okay. I'm just working on a UITC rose. This is the first one I've made on live because we just got to start doing them after the convention, and I am making it on the new board, which most people, if you order today, will get. I have some of the older boards that take 2 zip ties per tie. It's basically the same thing, except on the new boards, I would put a zip tie here, and then I would zip tie onto the board. So this is much easier and quicker. And it saves. But anyway, back to my story about the Oriental Trading Company. I have to tell you, it's funny. We don't go out to West Omaha often, but lately, for some reason, we've been having to go out that way. And we go, when we get on our Waze app, it takes me down, way down, and takes me way out of the way to get to the freeway. We never figure out what she's doing until she gets us there. But every time she takes us that way, I pass Oriental Trading Company. And you know, that's really cool. But you can't shop there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You can only order from Oriental Trading Company online. So, I was like, are you serious? It's right here, not even 20 minutes from where I live, and I cannot go there and shop. So disappointed, because I like Oriental Trading Company. They've got some cute little stuff. And if they were, like, had a warehouse or an outlet or something, I'd be out for it. But no. So all of you people that shop at AC Moore, and now that we can shop on some things AC Moore online, ha ha, but for me, I still don't have any connection to Omaha, and I have to pay for shipping. So I can't shop at Omaha or Oriental Trading Company without shipping. It's kind of just like, I gotta go to Nobby's to get that 50th anniversary sign. I'm not real pressed with them. I have met Ms. Watanabe, who actually started Nobby's. You don't believe she does now. Her daughter has one that's a teddy bear or something. I don't know. Anyway, some of her family's taken that Nobby's over, but I don't shop there often. I could go to Party City, but they closed that, so I'm not really sure where that's at. So, well, you're welcome, Sandy. I don't know why Sandy's saying thanks. By the way, if you're not on my live alerts, you can put, geez, nothing like tell you at the last minute. You can put live alerts in the comments, and you will get a message from our bot. And when our little bot sends you a message, just say live, and you will be signed up to get live alerts, so that when we go live alert next time, you will receive a message. I have that set up, and I believe this is the last night. I believe tomorrow is the closing date. I do have a King Sumo giveaway. I'm giving away 3 signs. It's a, let me see if I can remember what they are. It's a snowman face, a happy harvest, and then a metal, kind of looks like a, what do they call it? A license plate sign that says something fall with a truck on it. Those will be awarded out, I believe. I don't know if they're awarded out tomorrow, because I do not pick. The program picks it all. And those will be awarded out either on Tuesday or Wednesday. But if you can try, if you would like, if you type win in the comments, my bot will actually send you a link to go join our King Sumo giveaway and get all the entries you can for that drawing tomorrow. But you have to hurry because it is almost expired. So if you want to type win in there, you can get in on our contest for those signs. And I will ship them out before the weekend when I find out who the winner is. And that's through King Sumo, so your thing will say King Sumo. I keep forgetting where I'm used to my stuff being on my table, can you tell? Win, no, W-I-N, win. Like, I want to win. So, I only have 3 pieces of this left, so I'm going to have to go get another roll. I didn't think I had enough, but Mike swore that I did. But that's okay, because we can pretty well finish it, because it's pretty full. And I could actually just, maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll try just skipping a couple of holes for now, because I can go back. I just have to go get some more. I thought 2 would cut it. And it would have, had I cut them at the 9 inches, but I had wanted to cut this at 10. I don't know why. It was just one of those things. Sometimes it's, you know, it's an OCD thing. 10 by 20 is more symmetrical than 10 by 18. So, I'm going to try skipping every other one for right now, and then I can go to Joann's tomorrow. Oh, darn. Hopefully they have their, I am so wanting their turquoise Christmas mesh from, like I'm hoping they have the same from last year. The same colors. Because I am so wanting that. I'm making myself a peacock wreath, and that is like the last piece I need And I've been collecting things and waiting an entire year for their mesh, their holiday maker mesh in the turquoise to come back out. So, but like any good crafter, I am going to kind of finagle here at the end just so that you can see what it should look like. Thank you, Jane. I will go back though, and I will, like I said, I'll get some more red snowball. I want some anyway. Great stuff. I love snowball mesh, and Joann's snowball is like my favorite. I don't know why. Probably because that's where I only saw it, or where I first saw it. And they do good sales. So you'll find me there, hitting them sales. Sometimes I shouldn't be, because I've got enough stuff for an army. Could open my own warehouse almost. If I had a brick fund, I'd be making $1 million. But that's alright. It's my good stuff. And somebody said, see, I'm not a craft hoarder, I'm just helping the economy. I saw that on Facebook. I liked it. I probably saved it. You'll probably see it at some point on my page. Now remember, I am 3 petals short on this, so, and it's at the top, of course. That's when I decide I'm 3 petals short, but that's alright. So which means we're almost done with the rose part. Exciting. Then I can move my blanket and uncover the pine stuff that I saved from Ms. Lamba eating. She was eating all the pine cones. I don't know why. They used to, the other dogs that lived here too with us, my daughter's dogs, plus the big dog upstairs, they all think the pine cones are the greatest chew toy. I don't really understand it. But they do seem to like them, and they do seem to make a big mess with them. Does Louie chew on yours, Laura? Alright. So that's all the mesh I have. So like I said, I'll probably go back and, yes, I probably put too much money into my wreaths, but I'm going to tell you now, when I do them with pride. I want people to love them, and I won't sell them if I don't think they're worth it. I have some out in the garage that are just hanging out that I keep saying I'm going to take apart because they just aren't worth their weight in gold, and I just haven't taken them apart. So anyway, of course he is. Just like Lamba, right? I'm going to hold this up and back. I've got to go, sorry guys, I've got to go back to OBS now because I truly have to see what I'm doing, and I can't do it on lag. I don't want that. I wanted it. I didn't want to do that. No, I'm not sure. Sorry guys. Alright. I'm trying to get this. I'm going to back the camera view up. I have a farther back camera view. There we go. This is what I've come up with. This is the rose with the mesh on it. I'm trying to get it in a good view. And like I said, until I'm done, I can keep foofing. I'm very impressed that, and I don't know if it's the board or I'm just getting better maybe, but I'm thoroughly impressed that when it's hanging, there's no board being seen right now. And that's without the outside leaves. Because normally, that's what I have a problem with. You can kind of see it at the top, but I am missing 3 petals. But I could almost get by without doing the petals, but that wouldn't be me, would it? So anyway, I told Mike, I said, I want to do Christmas theme. You gotta go see what I've got for picks. We have a ton. I bought a ton at closeout last year from Joann's and Walmart. And so I have things, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to use, and I like these ones because of course they have sparkle in them, and you know me, I'm a sparkle girl, and I'm just trying to decide how many I want to use and what I want to use on them. I think I'll stick with this one and not that one. And part of my problem is I'm only going to be on, I don't think I've told you guys that, but I will only be streaming. Yes, I am. You don't want me to? I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Don't get excited. Sorry. Hi, Vanna. No. Just watch. Missy, watch. I don't know if you can hear the tinging in the background, but I'm trying to get advice. Let me show you what the idea is, okay? On the rose, you can put, just like this, or you can put, exactly. And that would be why, for the Christmas-themed rose, I'm going to do it on the table because I can't hold it up and do it. And she's going to keep yelling at me if I do. I was thinking, and just thinking, you notice I'm not putting them on, that, I have to find the holes, there, that, to give it a little bit of Christmas air, that, let's see if you guys can see it. I was going to just use pine, but I don't have any just pine. So, what I'm thinking of is trying to figure out, and I, of course, haven't figured it out yet, but I will. Maybe not tonight, because I'm going to wait until I put those last 3 on. But adding, or getting, I might go and get one of those small artificial trees from Dollar Tree, and then I can, but instead of the leaves, configuring it, sorry my things weren't, uh-oh, I just leaned on my keyboard. That was not the most intelligent thing I've ever done. But anyway, I wanted just the pine. However, I don't have just the pine, but I could get just the pine. So do you understand what I'm doing there, Laura? Are you happier? Thank you, Joanne. Do you smell ketchup? All of a sudden, I just got...
You use zip ties to hold those in place.
Wow, that's a good deal, Barbara. But anyway, this... I can't take it off of there either. I gotta go back to the OBS one, guys. So... Okay. Do you understand here what my point is? Is instead of having just a leaf, having like a pine. Like I just wanted the pine branch, not the doodaddies, in my world it's thingy-majobbers and whatchamacallits, pine cones, and the holly stuff, but I just wanted pine, like the pine. So what is I'm got to go back to my other one because I can't see comments. So what does everybody think of that? If instead of using a leaf, if I got some just actual pine, this is all I have right now that's close to actual pine. And that's the best he could get me on short notes. Just, you know, like this part. And just putting that out instead of a green leaf. So what does everybody think? Is that a good idea? Yeah. I don't necessarily need the decoration. It's just that's all I had on hand, and it was cold. And I didn't want to go to the Dollar Tree today. Yeah, I don't want, like, all of that. It's just what I had. So, can you guys can see my screen. I better not do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Laura, would that be all right with you if I just got this kind of stuff and put it on there? Would you be happy? She was upset that I was going to put the things on it. I don't know, guys. I'm not hearing the comments anyway. But since I still need the 3 pieces of, I have to get another roll of this. So hopefully Joann's has that tomorrow. Hopefully they've got all of their Christmas out, so I can quit going back. Every time I go, they go, next week, next week, next week. And next week is, I've been buying things for like 6 weeks. I'm doing good at doing them really small little things to buy, but they get me every time. In fact, one time we went, I think I showed you this, and Mike had to buy me this little guy because he was adorable, and I went, oh, hi Barbara from Kentucky. So I don't like to go to Joann's that often because I have to always buy something, or they have something on sale I can't live without. So, but I'm so sorry I keep hitting that, guys. But anyway, I'm going to take you off of here and I'm going to let Laura catch back up with me on comments with her bad boo-boo finger. So I am going to go out, though, and I will get those 3 other pieces. And, let's see. Let's just do this for shigiggles. So that's pretty much what it looks like. To tell you the truth, let me lift this up just a tad. There we go. Can you see my wrestling on in the background? But once I hang it up on the wall, of course, I'll fluss and flume. But I think that center looks pretty good. You just want to make sure on the board you could see the white. And that's why I would take and take a little glue and just stick the glue right down in the middle, because now I've messed with it. I made the middle more open. But that doesn't mean I can't keep messing with it. But there she is, guys. She is quite thick. But like I said, the last one I had up smashed down, but it didn't look bad at all after it smashed. These are about, this one's about double mesh. It's about, it shows 5 inches wide, but you figure usually 8 inches wide. I don't know. Maybe it's not as thick as the other one. I'd have to see. But that's what she looks like, and she's still missing 3 pieces. And you just trim any of your fray. Like this needs to be tucked back in. You can just tuck and tuck until you get it right how you want it. So I'll get those 3 other pieces of mesh and some appropriate pine. I think they sell little bitty pine trees, like artificial trees. I got a white one. I think they sell little bitty artificial trees. I'll have to look at it down at the Dollar Tree that I could probably cut the pine legs, the pine part off, and use for the leaves. But we'll sit this down here now. But anyway, gosh, I've just done all kinds of rearranging, haven't I? Yeah, that way you would see my back camera. But that's how you do the UITC rows on the new board. Like I said, I still have a few of the older boards. I've also got the tree boards and the character boards, which I might be doing the Santa soon, because I think I Mod Podged a Santa. And Mike's going to be doing another sippy. And then I'll be doing the sunflower type flower either next week or the week after. I've got to look because we still have one more show. We do the Jingle Bells show on Saturday, and then we don't have another show until the 13th of December, and that's our last show for the season. Like I said, they haven't been great to us, but it's been a little bit, and we've gotten our name out. Nobody knew us locally until these shows started, so that has been an excitement. And so we're getting our name out there. I've met a lot of nice people. I've picked up a lot of great tips. I've found out where to go find the shows at. So I really thought last Saturday's show would be better, but -6 degrees and a Veterans Parade do not mix. That's the first time in 25 years it's been that cold that I know of. Why does this keep moving? So sorry, there's a gremlin back there trying to phone me, I think. He's not running the camera. So anyway, Thursday is my group, and Thursday night is Laura's live on Facebook. So we will see you again on Thursday night. I believe it's 8 o'clock Eastern time on Facebook for Laura to do a live. And then Monday nights at 6:30 I do my lives here on Facebook. And right now I'm not going to do anything else because I'm kind of busy. So I'm sorry. But I'll be here on Monday nights, I promise. Come heck or high water, I'm going to try to be here on Monday nights. No more excuses. I'll be here for you. And we'll probably be doing a lot of Unique in the Creek boards, plus some other smalleries, because that's what the people around here like. And they will be on Etsy. There's a possibility I may close my Etsy after the first of the year, but it will be on Facebook Shop then, if I don't have it there. So if you want to get in touch with Al's Tech Talk, moved again, all you have to do is go to my page and hit the Learn More button, and it'll take you right there to the PayPal sign up. And then as soon as I get the notification, we'll get you in, and I'll get you all the information you need. Don't forget LJ's Designer's Loft, $15 a month, and she will help show you how she designs some of the most beautiful wreaths there are out there today. I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching me do the rose. Don't forget, if you order from uniqueinthecreek.com and you put in the code word, all in capitals, Creativity, Creativity, you should be getting a 10% discount on your order. My Etsy page is Wreaths by CR, because they wouldn't let me put my whole name. So my Etsy page is, my Etsy shop is Wreaths by CR. And if Laura's still there, she could throw that link up, or you can find it. You can find that on my my Creative Wreaths and Flowers page, and if it's not there, I'll make sure I get it there. But I'm pretty sure I have it there somewhere. Also, my affiliate links for tools that I like to use, and everything else. So if you have any questions, just message us. I'm always available to take questions. If I'm busy, I don't get to them, but I will get to them as soon as I can. Everybody have a great week. Yes, we do have, I am in the Success Path for Lori Riley Jacobs group. So I do have an affiliate link for that if you're interested in actual tax and businesses and things like that that I don't know about. You can join her group. My affiliate link is there for you. Don't forget, if you're not on our YouTube, go over, check us out, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. You don't know how happy that'd make me. For Christmas, I want 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. How about that? We got 2,000 on Facebook, and I was excited. Now I'm going for 1,000 on YouTube. So make my Christmas dreams come true. How's about that? But we'll see you Thursday night. I'll be there moderating for Laura Jean while she makes a beautiful wreath. And we will see y'all later. Have a fantastic week. If you're where it's cold, stay warm. If you're where it's warm, I hope you're comfortable, because I'm cold. Have a great one. We will talk to y'all later. Night-night.